you're having a general anaesthetic, then I recommend you to very politely ask the surgical team. I can tell you that it made all the difference to my own rate of recovery. Number one, if you're having a general anaesthetic, then you might find that in the first few hours after your procedure, you'll do some vomiting. In addition to that, you might find that the general anaesthetic makes you grumpy and ungrateful as well. Number two, if you're having a general anaesthetic, your surgery might be hours and hours long, but it will only feel like 5 minutes. Number three, if you're having a general anaesthetic, then I recommend you, just before you have your procedure, to very politely ask the surgical team to be standing well back when they bring you round. It really upsets me when I find them all gathered over me when I open my eyes after they bring me round. I mean, they are only like that for about 3 seconds, but 3 seconds is all it takes to really upset me and traumatise me. Or I might just be oversensitive. Number four, when you have a general anaesthetic, you have to stop eating and drinking for at least 8 hours before the surgery. That's to prevent the inhalation of vomit during your surgery, because that could kill you. Now, it's a good idea, if you can, to have your surgery first thing in the morning, so that your nil by mouth does itself during your sleep. Number five, be prepared to look absolutely horrendous straight after your surgery. You're going to be bruised, you're going to be swollen, and you might think that because of the way you look, you've actually had bad surgery, and you might worry that you will never look the same again. What I understand is that bruising and swelling are the body's response to injury, and cosmetic surgery is a glorified injury. The bruising and swelling are only ever temporary. They always go away eventually. Number six, in advance of your surgery, do prepare yourself mentally for the recovery period. Downtime can actually be really depressing, especially when you consider that the only reason that you're down is because of something that you've chosen to put yourself through. So as soon as you're able to, do get active and social again without overexerting yourself, of course. If you've had a procedure that causes you lots of pain and discomfort, like large-scale liposuction, then moving around is probably not what you're going to want to feel like doing. But you can still connect with people, and the earlier on you do that, the better you'll feel alive again. And as you know, with smartphones and social media, that is a very easy thing to achieve. I'm Gina, I am 46 and I am from London, England. Please like this video, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Number seven, faith healing, cosmetic acupuncture and homeopathy can all help heal bruising and swelling, so they speed up our recovery. Regarding faith healing, I can tell you that it made all the difference to my own rate of recovery after my rhinoplasty procedure of April 2007. Number eight, taking arnica 4 days before your surgery and 4 days after your surgery can help drastically minimise the bruising that you get from your surgery. And again, I can tell you that worked like a dream for me in April 2007 with my rhinoplasty. Number nine, another way that we can minimise our swelling is by having ice packs or things like packets of frozen peas and pressing them against the areas that have been operated on. And you'll need to have, say, 2 or 3 ice packs or 2 or 3 packets of frozen peas. You use one and you leave the others in the freezer. When the one that you're using starts to feel less cool, you put that in the freezer and you use one that's already been in the freezer to replace it. Number 10, prepare in the first few days after your procedure to take a plethora of pills. They are mainly painkillers and antibiotics. Number 11, prepare also for the dressings that you're going to have to wear for the first few days after your procedure. Got to be really careful when you're washing yourself so that you don't disturb your dressings. Also, you might have drains attached to you somewhere after your procedure, because that is something that minimises swelling. Number 12, your body heals mainly in your sleep, so it's important that you get a good night's sleep for the first few nights after your procedure. And beyond then as well, I should think. So do make sure you can do that. Make sure your bed's nice and comfy, that you're in a nice relaxed state when you go to bed. Get a good night's sleep. Let your body do its healing and its recovery. Number 13, there are said to be foods that help healing and foods that hinder it. Now, I know nothing else on the subject. If it's something that interests you, as you know, you can just look it up. Number 14, if you're going to have a procedure that's going to leave you with a very conspicuous scar, like a tummy tuck procedure or certain forms of breast lift, then make sure that before you have the procedure, you're prepared to have the scar. But also understand that there are things that you can do that can make your scarring as faint as possible. There are laser treatments that you can have. There are also some very good scar creams on the market right now. And there are other products and treatments that will help make your scarring as faint as possible. If you've enjoyed this video, then I recommend you to watch this one next. I'll meet you there.